Morning everyone. I welcome you all to the weekly commodities update. I am your host Ravindra Rao from Kotak Securities. Last week the US dollar edged slightly lower as the dollar index slipped 0.8% lower to 93.81. Precious metals promptly reversed most of last week's losses and posted another strong week. The weakening dollar gave bulls the reason to celebrate as gold rose 2% to $18.99 an ounce and silver gained 3.7% to $23.72. In an unexpected twist of events, President Trump and the First Lady both tested positive for COVID-19. A speedy recovery will help market risk sentiment. Focus will also be on the US stimulus package and UK-EU negotiations. FOMC minutes due this week will give more clarity on Fed's monetary policy stance. Gold ETF inflows last week showed a renewed buying interest, and inflows may continue if price manages to hold above the key $19.15 to $19.20 an ounce level. On the technical front, spot dollar gold should sustain above $19.15 to $19.20 to give a renewed buying interest, and in that scenario we might see gold once again moving to $19.40, $19.50 an ounce. On the MCX, 50,750 to 50,850 would be the immediate resistance, and if it sustains above that we might see prices moving higher to 51,500 to 52,000 levels. Similarly, on silver front, the resistance is close to $24.50, $24.60, and if it sustains above that, we might see silver moving to $26.20. On the MCX, 62,000 to 62,100 would be the immediate resistance, and if it sustains above that, we might see silver moving higher to 63,000 to 63,500. The overall bias for the week remains positive. However, the FOMC minutes should be looked at before taking a further cue on the gold and silver prices. On the energies front, oil had an eventful week and dropped sharply even as the dollar weakened. Last week, WTI fell 7.7% to close at around $37.01. The sell-off came in only in last two sessions as market was rattled by reports of higher OPEC production, disappointing US and European manufacturing data, rise in the US rig count, and the fact that there is a strong resistance zone just above $40 a mark in WTI. To be precise, it is close to $40.75. However, increased storm activity in Atlantic, supply concerns relating to Norway as labor strike has intensified, decline in US crude oil stocks to April lows has triggered buying at lower levels. For the week, we expect a choppy trade amid both positive and negative factors. However, the general bias may be on the downside owing to increasing uncertainty about health of US economy, mixed economic data, rising virus cases, and uncertainty about the fiscal stimulus. On the technical front, the broad range in WTI is expected to continue with support at $35.50 and resistance at $40.75. On the MCX, 3065 would act as a stiff resistance with support near 2,700. So if it moves above 3,065, a bull rally might again start in crude oil, or else we might again see selling at higher levels, and we expect it to hold support near 2,700, 2,680. On the base metals front, the entire base metal pack witnessed a mixed trade last week as copper, aluminium and nickel ended higher, and lead and zinc was little changed. Chinese markets were closed on October 1st and 2nd, and this added to the choppiness in price. With general weaker risk sentiment and increasing uncertainty about health of US economy, select industrial metals may trade with negative bias this week. Individually, copper remains pressurized by sharp rise in stocks on LME warehouses. The market structure shifted from backwardation to contango, reflecting well-supplied market. The falling premiums in Chinese market also show a weakening demand. On the technical front, LME copper has witnessed a V-shaped recovery from the lows near 6,270, which was hit last week. The strong support now is at 6,470, and a break above 6,570 might take it to 6,640, which is a 200-day moving average resistance, and we might see some kind of a selling coming in at these levels. Zinc may remain volatile, but might trade with a weaker bias. Weighing on price is higher stocks at LME warehouses and well-supplied physical market. LME stocks are near October 2018 highs. Study group report shows global market was in a surplus in first 7 months. Lower SHFE stocks may continue to support prices. On the LME, dollar 2,370 would act as a stiff resistance, and support is pegged near 2,270. Short seller might have an advantage until it is trading below 2,440. Nickel may witness choppy trade, but bias may be on the downside. Weighing on price is higher LME stocks, however, decline in SHFE stocks and robust demand from Chinese stainless steel sector may continue to support. On the price front, dollar 14,000 seems to have become a temporary bottom with resistance at $14,660. Sustenance above that, above 14,660 might give the bulls the edge to take it higher till 14,960. So on the fundamental front, nickel looks slightly weak, but if you look at the technical picture, 14,660 would be the trigger, and if it goes above that, we might see it hitting 14,960 on the higher side, which might be a selling zone. But above 14,660, we might see prices slightly moving higher. On the MCX front, copper might see selling pressure coming in at around 516 to 518 levels. Zinc resistance is at 190, which might see some kind of a selling. And in case of nickel, 1085 to 1090 would be the resistance, which is very much possible if it sustains above 1075, and we might see selling coming in near 1085 to 1090. That's all from this edition. Good luck and happy trading.